If you're an introvert looking to build more confidence in yourself, you clicked on the right video, especially if you're a creative person. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about 3 shifts that you can make to embody this more confident version of you. But before I get into that, I wanna remind you that being an introvert is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're a loser. It doesn't mean, you're antisocial or you're weird or anything like that. It is a very common thing. It's like one of the most common things out there. You are not alone in being an introverted person. But a lot of us introverted people tend to be shy. We tend to sometimes lack confidence in certain situations when it comes to advocating for ourselves, when it comes to being in certain social situations. And so in this video, we're going to talk about taking ownership in who we are and what we do in order to overcome this subconscious fear that sometimes leads us to be in this more subdued or shy version of ourselves. Now, the first shift that we should probably make is taking more ownership in what we do. One of the first questions that we're probably going to get asked if we go on a date or when we're at a party or whatever is, what do you do? And it even helps to sometimes have a prepared response for this question. What do you do? Now, sometimes it can be, our job. That could be the first thing that comes up into our heads. But if you're a creative person, chances are your art, your passion, your creative outlet, that's really the core of what you do, because that's also the core of who you are. And when you can talk about, that creative outlet or that hobby with passion and emotion, it exudes confidence. That's the most confident version you are when you're talking about what you do in a passionate way. I remember a long time ago when I first started this journey on YouTube and I was talking about being a YouTuber to other people, I had this wishy-washy attitude about it, I started becoming a YouTuber and I'm really excited about it and I'm trying to see where it goes, but you can even see with my body language, if I'm looking down and I'm not really sure about it, that comes off as not really being that confident, versus if I'm hey, I just started this journey being a YouTuber and I love it. I'm going out into nature, I'm recording these videos, I'm reading, I'm learning so much to be able to create videos that are gonna help other people. And I'm getting comments, I'm getting feedback from other people, and I really think it's going to take me somewhere cool. That's the goal, to be able to talk about yourself and what you do with that level of enthusiasm and passion. So the first shift is going to be getting that enthusiasm and passion in what you do. And if nothing comes to mind for you, if you're thinking about what you do and you don't have that thing that's lighting you up, that might be a real sign that, maybe I should develop some sort of passion in life, some sort of outlet, some sort of creative force that is going to light me up with enthusiasm if I'm going to talk about it with someone else. The second shift here is being more confident in who you are as a person. I mentioned this a little while ago, but your character, your values, your integrity, that's not something to be unconfident about. You should be confident in who you are. If you're always striving to be the best version of yourself and you clicked on this video to be a better version of yourself, to learn something, that is nothing to shy away from. You are on a journey to be a better version of yourself, and that's admirable. People want to know about stuff like that. What's the most recent thing you learned? These are the things that we should have more confidence in, and it's often overlooked. Someone's character is really important, especially important in dating. You're gonna wanna know that other person's character, and you're gonna want that other person to know about your character. And if things like values don't align, no hard feelings. See you next time. Confidence is having that ability to walk away from someone that's not right for you, as opposed to coming from a space where you feel like you need to prove or you need to earn someone else's affection, validation, attention. Confidence is being okay with walking away. Confidence is also being okay with being rejected, because if you know you're a good person and you know you're becoming the best version of yourself, then if somebody is not into that, that is their loss, man. And that again is just something to take ownership of. Who you are. Take ownership of it and make sure you're trying to be the best version of yourself every day. Number 3, the last shift is having a more confident approach in what you want, what your goals are, what direction do you want your life to go in. And if you're able to articulate that in a confident way, you can really manifest that into existence. There's a big difference between having a dream and having a vision. Having a vision is the goal. You know, when we talk about what we want and what our goals are in life, if we're talking about it as if it's a dream, it's almost like it would be nice if it happened, but we're okay if it doesn't. Versus if we're talking about a vision, like I know exactly what I want and I am taking the steps to get there. That is confidence. When you can turn your dream into a vision, that is everything. Now, these 3 shifts are going to require some work. They could even require a sort of fake it till you make it type of outlook, but this is really how we build authentic confidence in ourselves. When we're confident in what we're doing, who we are, and what we want, that is powerful, it's attractive, it's magnetic, and it's also super important with manifesting because we actually believe in ourselves. There is something to say about like a surface level confidence that comes from going to the gym and looking our best. That's kind of a surface level confidence in just the way we look, but this is a deeper thing here. This is a confidence in who we are as a person. And when we are striving to be the best version of ourselves in these 3 phases, it is going to be way more attractive and magnetic than just like a quick fix situation like going to the gym. Now, if this video is resonating with you and you dig this, please just give it a thumbs up, and you're gonna wanna subscribe to the channel because my next video is a quick hack that introverts can use when going into social situations by themselves, you know, a party, a concert, whatever. This is just a quick hack to get you warmed up to being comfortable with the uncomfortable. But for now, I want you to check these 2 videos out, all right? Up here, this is a video on the meaning of life, finding your purpose. Again, being purposeful in what we do is essential in building confidence in who we are. So that video is going to break down the meaning of life and finding purpose in your journey. And also this video up here, this is going to be on how to attract success. If we feel more successful, we feel more confident. And success is a feeling. It's not just reflected on income or likes or followers. Like, those attention validation metrics are not going to make you feel successful within yourself. So check out this video on how to attract success as a feeling into your life to, again, be more confident in yourself. I will see you in those next videos. Stay creative.